Do you want to add an announcement bar to your Squarespace website? Well, let me show you how right now. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Jotform. On this video, I'm going to show you how to add an announcement bar inside of your Squarespace website using Jotform widgets. So let's get started. This is my main workspace here on Jotform, and we're gonna get started by creating this brand new widget. So let's go into create, let's select website widgets, and in website widgets, let's search for our announcement bar. There's several available options, but in this case, we're gonna use this one. So let's go ahead and use this widget right now and start customizing it to our own needs. So this is the announcement bar editor, and currently we are located in the builder tab and in the widgets property. So let's go ahead and start editing this widget properties. So currently we have the badge option, which we can turn on or off. You can see that it turns off and off easily right here. So instead of sell, I will say buy now, just to give it a different title for testing purposes. Next, we can customize the heading. So I can turn off and turn on the heading, and I can customize it right here. The same thing with description. If you don't need the description, just go ahead and turn it off. And if you do, turn it on and customize it right here really easily. Then we have the coupon option, which we can turn on. So if I turn this on, now we have this cool option that says use code and grab the code right here. So we can change the label. So I can say, for example, copy code, and here's the code, and you can change it really easily. Next, we have a timer option. So if there's a timer for the offer that you're going to display here in the announcement, you can go ahead and enable this, setting this to your end date right here. So you can set this to end at a specific date and time, and that will display right here on the timer, which could be really cool for the announcement bar. Next, we have the call to action button, which you can turn off or on if you need to. It says shop now. So again, I'm gonna change this to buy now. And then we have the button link, which is the link that when they click on this, then we have the button link. When they click on this button, it's gonna go to this specific link. You can go ahead and change it right here to whichever link you want to use. And we have the option to turn this into a clickable banner. That means that the whole banner will be able to be clicked on and take you to a specific link. In this case, I'm going to turn it off. Now let's go into the style options. Now we can change the theme into dark, light, or custom to customize every single color right here. You can change the background color, the text color, the highlights, etc. all from here, which is really easy and practical. But in this case, I'm going to go with a light mode for this purpose. Next, we have the corner radius options. We can change it to square, rounded, and circular. Be aware that I'm going to give you a recommendation. If you're going to put this on the bottom of your site or the top of your site, you want to cover every single section, so square would be the option to go. In this case, I'm going to use rounded for this purpose. Next, we have the option to turn off the Jotform branding if you don't want to have it displayed. Next, we have the font option to customize a font. There's several available fonts that we can select from, which makes things really practical to fit our branding. We also have the option to add custom CSS. So if you want to highly customize this announcement bar, you have the CSS option, which makes things really practical. Now let's jump over to the layout tab. We have the behavior option, which is inline and floating. So if it have it floating, it's going to be on top of the section where you added. In this case, I'm going to add it inline. But if you have floating, you have the option to set the floating to different sections of the website, but I'm going to use inline for this purpose. We have the option to set this to full width or not, and in this case, depending on where you have an embed, it's going to automatically grab the full width. In this case, I'm going to keep full width. Next, we have the text alignment. You have left, center, and right. For this case, I'm going to use center. Then the devices to display on. So if you don't want to display this on mobile because it's just too bulky or maybe not in desktop, you have the option to select right here. All right, so now let's jump over to our settings. And in this section, we can change the website widget title, which I do recommend that you customize it because you'll have several widgets here on Jotform and it's easier to locate. And you can enable and disable the website widget straight from here. Now let's go into publish and grab our code. Let's go into platforms, search for Squarespace, and here it is. We're gonna grab this code right here. So let's go ahead and copy this code, jump over to Squarespace, and we're located right here. Now let's go ahead and go into our website, select the pages, and select the page where you want to add this widget. In this case, I'm going to use this one. So let's go ahead and now edit this page and go to the section where we want to add this announcement bar. And we're going to add it right about here. So I'm going to add a new section for this purpose, add a blank section. We're going to add a new block and we're going to search for code. It's this one right here. Let's go ahead and select it. Let's go ahead and stretch it. Let's go ahead and double click on it and add the code right here. First, remove this code that's here by default and add our brand new code. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's go ahead and exit so we can preview how it's going to look. And scroll down here, and now we have the announcement widget with our timer. So this is super easy and practical to build a customized announcement widget here on Jotform and embed it on your Squarespace website. So let me know here in the comments what you think about this widget and what you would like to see in the future. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when the new videos come out. And that's a wrap.